This video contains strong language which some viewers may find offensive. So if you're a Sally sensitive, you might want to fuck right off. Oh, the main. How are you getting on in this fine? Insert day and time. Start a new project today. It's going to be a doodad for boiling a kettle on the forge. It's going to be screwed to the wall and it's going to pivot, and it'll just make making coffee a lot easier than going up the house to it because, well, lazy, that kind of way. So we were working on the last day those kind of strap eyes, and that was basically just to see the ins and outs of what needs to go into making them. So they were made out of 5. The first one was 25 by 5 inch by quarter, and the second one was 16 by 5/8 by quarter. The straps for this project are going to be made out of 25 by 10 inch by 3/8 or whatever. So instead of it being the formula we worked out the last time, this is the formula for it. So we had, I think it worked out at 75mm between the center dots. For a 5mm wrap, it's working out at 90mm for a 10mm wrap. So that's what we're looking at here now. That's our 25 by 3/8, and it is probably older than I am. But hey, what can you do? That's 90mm between the two center dots, with I think it's a 40mm for a taper and a scarf. So what we learned from the last day was we're just going to fold this dot over onto this dot in a relative circle shape. It doesn't really matter. We're going to be drifting it to 20mm round. That's what our swinging shaft is going to be. I haven't got it fully drawn out yet because I could go a lot of different avenues. We could go really basic and just have it functional like you would see if this was America, some kind of colonial cooking iron, I suppose you'd call it. Or we might go a little bit over the top, which is what I'm generally renowned for. So we'll get these two pieces made because I know I think I need 2. If not, we have one as a spare for whatever we need it for in the future. Shut up. So what we're going to do is go over to the forge, make these what we need to make them, and then start building the project from there. Once we have these done, we'll be able to place them down on the table and sort of design fit things around it to make it suit. Right, off to the forge, boys. I'll bring you back when she's hot. We're going to do the majority of this work under Frank because it's just going to be quicker. See our center dot there, just where the yellow meets the orangey kind of color. Finish that up by hand now. On to the second one. That's just a convenience bend, so I can roll the rest of it more conveniently. Those two center dots are lined up over one another. So, forge welding time, boys. Bring it back when she's hot. going to split this one to inch, drift this one to inch, and then close up the gap with the cross beam, and then forge weld that gap up again. Stick around, you'll see. So we'll just go for one more forge weld there, neaten that split up, and then off the frank and draw it out to about 12 mil. Focus, you fuck. That's where we're at now. Just did a bit of truing up. Now we're just going to draw out the shank and have it a graceful taper. We'll let Frank take care of that because, well, that's his job. Fuck! Sorry about that, lads. Forgot to change the dies under Frank. Just a little bit of a better blend. I'm going to true it up now on the anvil, and we'll have a chat over on the workbench. Over the main. Right. End of class discussion. What did we learn here today? Well, I suppose first and foremost we learned that 10mm is a little bit tougher to form than 5. Not an awful lot, just a little bit more elbow grease and you're good to go. Pays to do your homework, because everything we learned in our fuck ups yesterday we put into practice today, and we have our 2" by 3/8 25 by 10 punched to 25mm round. I moved it up to 25 because I have no 20 in stock and I couldn't be arsed getting a length. I only need about 400mm, 16 inches. So executive decision, there was a board meeting, cups were fired, and it was decided to increase it to 25. No real splitting. There's a small bit of a split in that one. I don't know if you can see it. Not an awful lot. Not enough to affect the structural integrity of it. Plus, still sort of fairly new at doing these wrap dies, so haven't got the technique down fully. So over the next couple of days, we're going to start putting the rest of the pieces together, and we'll be able to make tea. Very important. Tea is very important. Don't underestimate tea or coffee. But so that was our little project for today. Got them done. We can set them aside now, and we can get on with the other aspects of it. And we'll have a nice little unit that you'll never see, and it'll get covered in dust and it'll look fucking rubbish. Anyway, whatever. Lads, have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Good luck.